Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities in Miniature. Today we've got the Christmas colored Primaris Marines. We've got Mephiston in red, the Lord of Death, and Adrax Earthsha. No, Adrax Agatone in the festive green salamander colors. So neither model has a helmet, but they are very festive for the season, so I figured they need to get built together. Mephiston, I guess actually they are the same size box. Let's pop them open and see what's inside. We'll start with Mephiston because he's newer and I'm more curious. Guy's such a pretty boy. I gotta say, this is better than the original, but I don't know if I like it as much already as the as the War Games exclusive version. I thought they did a really cool one. So, Mephiston is on a single sprue, and it's going to be fun getting all his blood vials taken off. You do have the options of either with the plasma pistol or as he, fabulously licks his fingers there. Where is that option? Right here. See, you have a choice between his posing hand or his shooting hand. I thought it was, I don't know. I thought they had a picture of it. Anyway, I'm totally going with the posing hand. We have enough guys with pistols, swords pointing. And then Adrax, I want to keep calling Agrax, but, whatever. Also on a 40mm base, also a single sprue, and sadly does not have any options, but I do like the fact that he's got a base topper. That's one of the things I've really enjoyed, actually, about all of the, new Primaris hero models, is they have some kind of a fancy base, very nice touch. Except for, what's his name? Iron Hands, dude. Well, I guess he does have a little bar there. But, like, our fist dude, has a little... Anyway. Alright, let's get these dudes put together. And I was going to say painted, but that's going to take some time. Let's definitely get them put together, and we'll see how they compare to the other Marines I've got laying around here at the moment. So here you can see our works in progress on both gentlemen. A couple things I wanted to point out. So as you build Mephiston, he has a piece that's actually going to slide on the inside of his skirt armor. You can look up his skirt there. The back part actually is easier to attach this hidden leg to than the front part. There's no real pegs or slots for it to go into on the front, but on the inside there is, so keep that in mind. Other weird thing with our Agrax friend here is his rebreather actually has a cord that has to go through the little hole here in the front of his armor, and I didn't realize that. And then these wires on his side there that are sloppily glued together actually have corresponding pegs on the skirt armor, and I thought I put them on correctly, but I didn't, and then I had to yank them off. So, next step for both gentlemen are their capes. Now, obviously, I would suggest if you're going to be a super hardcore painter, you might want to hold off on building those, but since I am a glutton for punishment, I'm just going to go ahead and glue them on anyways. Especially with Mephiston, you can see here the back is quite empty on him, and the bulk of that is going to be covered up. If I can do this one-handed as I try to keep the camera from falling over. And I try not to break Mephiston in the process. Dude, come on. There we go. Okay. It's going to go like that. So it does cover a good portion of him. And getting that book of angsty poetry situated was kind of fun. Trying to make sure it slid in correctly. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and glue these parts on. I'm going to grab Adrax's cape as well, and then we're going to get their arms glued on, and we'll look at the shoulder pads and their weapons options. All right, we've got our buddies all finished up here, Mephiston and his buddy Adrax. And as you can see, I had to build Mephiston with getting a case of the vapors. He's just got an awful migraine, but, being the chief librarian and all, he's just going to have to suffer for it. They don't have Advil in the 41st century. Anyway, I'm really impressed by the size and pose of Mephiston here. He looks very graceful. He's very vampiric. And honestly, I'm planning on using him as a vampire because, hey, why not? Why can't I have space vampires, right? In fact, I even grabbed one of my Starside space vampire bros to hang out with him, because why not, right? Space vampires unite. No, honestly, it's really cool. A couple of interesting notes. If you want to keep that plasma pistol, there's no special weird cut to it. It's just a straight solid cut. And even better is it's going to take any old shoulder pad you got laying around. So there's no, actually both of his shoulder pads were just regular slip-on, slide-on, nothing fancy, no weird cuts involved like other models have had in the past. So very nice there. He has that nice scenic element on his base with his other foot. I don't foresee too many issues other than having to clean him off a bit, getting underneath the cloak and cape to paint. But then again, it's just a whole lot of red, so I don't think that's going to be much of a problem. Maybe I'll just be cheesy and lame and just contrast it all. Our friend Adrax, actually, I was expecting to be a little bit bigger and bulkier. I don't know, he just looks a little bit more smaller than Mephiston. And obviously, they're both going to be bigger than a regular Primaris, and certainly bigger than a regular Marine at that. Compared to our other coalition of Rainbow Marines. Sadly, I don't have Shrike handy, Cabal, or whatever the Raven Guard dude. He's upstairs. And I'm thinking I'm going to need Kasaroto, or whatever the White Scars guy is, because obviously I'm not going to have a proper Sentai team until I have the White Ranger, or the White Marine, I should say. We've got our black one, our red one, our yellow, and our green. I guess I've got Calgar upstairs when he crossed the Rubicon with his Honor Guard. Maybe I'll ditch the Honor Guard and I'll have my full Space Marine Sentai team Super Primaris. Super Sentai Primera Ranger. I don't know. Anyway, quite happy with these guys. Overall, the quality is there. The lack of options is always a disappointment, even if it's just a helmet or an extra weapon like in Mephiston's case. But, I think it looks really cool with his Mind Blast going on there. And I definitely like Adrax's crazy-looking chalice flaming furnace thing on his backpack. Kind of reminds me of the other old Chapter Master with the spear, who I actually own, and I primed him probably a year or two ago, and I haven't touched him since. So I'm thinking I'm going to finally finish him off, and we'll get them both done together. That ought to be fun. So hopefully you'll see these two back soon with some paint on them, and they will join the rest of the Primaris Rangers defending the universe every Saturday morning at 7:30 a.m. Be there or be scared. With that said, hi, Lord Tamberlane, Obscurities and Miniatures. See you all later. Bye-bye.